Easement, license, and profit. Quick, an easement is the right to use someone's land. A license is the privilege to do something on another's land. And a profit is the right to enter someone's land to remove the natural resources. Easement is the right to use. License is the privilege to do. Profit is the right to enter. Okay, first, easements. Okay, easement, the right to use someone's land. And an easement is usually defined. If it is not, we're going to look to the intent of the parties and the reasonableness of the use. Okay, and of course, the dominant estate benefits from the easement. The servient estate is burdened with the easement. We have two types of easements, appurtenant and in gross. An easement appurtenant, we have two pieces of land, and the easement benefits the dominant estate. This is our normal easement. We have two pieces of land. One person has granted or reserved an easement, and that easement benefits, of course, the dominant estate. An easement does what? Runs with the land. So both the burden and the benefit, they transfer on sale and they are enforceable by subsequent grantees. An easement appurtenant, we always are looking for, that's right, two parcels, two pieces of land. The easement does what? Runs with the land. And does it transfer on sale? Yes. Can it be enforced by subsequent grantees? Yes. Contrast with an easement in gross. This is a personal benefit to an individual or an entity. Okay, these are sometimes hard to spot, but you are looking for some sort of personal benefit to a person rather than the right to use land. You're looking for a personal benefit rather than the land. Okay, so let's talk about a license. Okay, actually, one more thing. Who has the duty to repair? The easement holder, the dominant estate. The dominant estate benefits from the easement, and therefore they have the duty to repair. This seems a little odd. The servient estate, the land burdened with the easement, has no duty to repair, but they granted this easement to the owner of the dominant estate for their benefit. So it makes sense that the dominant easement holder has the duty to repair. Okay, let's talk about one more thing, and that's overuse. Does overuse terminate an easement? No. Overuse never terminates an easement. When you see an answer that says the easement was terminated by overuse, no, that's never right. Our remedy for overuse is an injunction. You can get an injunction, but overuse never terminates an easement. Okay, so let's talk about a license and a profit. Remember, a license is a privilege to do something on another's land. It is personal in nature. This means that only the licensor can transfer the right. The licensee cannot scalp his ticket or privilege to enter the land to hunt rabbits or whatever. It is not transferable by the licensee. The licensee can't scalp it. It is personal in nature, and it's a privilege to do something on another's land, a privilege to, like the Millbrook hunt, to fox hunt, right? Okay. For a license, do we need a writing? No. No writing requirement. An oral license is valid. An oral license is valid. Can the licensor revoke the right? Yes. There are 3 exceptions. Learn the exceptions. A license is revocable unless it is 1, coupled with an interest in the property. 2, the licensee has some personal property on the land and he gets permission to remove it. Or 3, the licensee spends money or labor in reliance on the license. Revocable unless 1, coupled with an interest in the land. 2, the licensee has what on the land? He's got some personal property on the land and he gets what? Permission to remove it. Or, this is frequently tested, a license can be irrevocable if the licensee spends money or labor in reliance on the license. A license, the privilege to do something on another's land. You get to hunt on my land. You get to camp on my land. Okay, so the licensee spends money and he builds a little camping cabin. Now his license is irrevocable because he spent money or labor in reliance on the license. The licensor revokes the camping rights, but the licensee still has a tent on the land. The licensee can enter the land to remove his personal property or an interest in the land, some kind of interest. Okay, is an oral license valid? Yes. Okay, finally, a profit. An easement is the right to use, a license is a privilege to do, and a profit is the right to enter land to remove natural resources. Okay, can you terminate a profit by overuse? Yes, a profit can terminate by overuse. Can you transfer a profit? Yes. A profit can be transferred in the same manner as an easement, and we will talk about that. Just for right now, remember, a profit can be transferred in the same manner as an easement. And you can, of course, expressly create a profit, but it can also be prescriptive. Remember, that's like adverse possession without the exclusive part. Adverse, hostile, open, and notorious, continuous for the statutory length of time. So if you are entering the land to remove the timber, adverse to the owner, hostile without permission, open and notorious such that somebody could see you, continuous for the statutory length of time, then you have created a profit by prescription. And that's it for easements, licenses, and profits.